Alicia Keys, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, Tom Waits. What do they all have in common, aside from making millions in the music industry? Well, they all have songs about the Big Apple, the Empire City, the city that never sleeps, the city so nice they named it twice, New York. There's a reason there are so many songs about New York. It's one of the most incredible cities on Earth, and one of the most frequently visited. In 2018, it was reported that there were 65.2 million tourists that visited NYC, which is more than 7 times the population of the city. And where there are tourists, there are fancy, luxurious hotels to stay in. After all, when you're visiting the Big Apple, surrounded by sparkling city lights and people dressed in fine clothes, don't you want to retire to someplace that'll make you feel on top of the world? Well, that's why today, we're going to take a look at the most expensive hotel room in New York City. A hotel room that'll cost more than most people make in a year. If you're familiar with the world of hotels, it should come as no surprise to you that the most expensive hotel room belongs to the Four Seasons, one of the most well-known luxury hotel chains. Staying in the Ty Warner penthouse will cost you a staggering $50,000 a night. And that price isn't like many penthouses, where you can split it between 5 or 6 people, because this penthouse only accommodates 3 people total. Even though the penthouse spans an incredible 4,300 square feet, almost double the size of the average home in the United States, it only has a single bedroom. So what else does it have to fill up all that square footage? Well, frankly, a whole lot of luxury. The penthouse is 52 stories in the air, making it the tallest hotel penthouse in the city, and the views that distinction offers are no joke. Staying here offers you a 360-degree view of the city, including downtown, uptown, and midtown, basically every part of town. Every room offers floor-to-ceiling windows, with some of the ceilings rising to 25 feet tall. And if you want to get a more personal view of the city, you can step out onto one of the 4 glass balconies. And look, I'm not afraid to admit it, though I love all things luxury, and I'm a fan of living life on the edge, I'm not too keen about standing on glass 700 feet above sea level. But if that's your style, you can settle down on one of the balconies and sip your morning coffee and watch as the city comes alive. Just do yourself a favor and try not to look directly down, eh? Where there aren't windows and balconies, there are white hand-lacquered walls that feature a breathtaking mother-of-pearl inlay designed by Nancy Lorenz. The walls provide a kind of vintage flair that reminds me of what New York was when I was a child, but with the addition of both modern and evergreen furniture. The penthouse feels like a culmination of the city itself and its evolution over time. There is, of course, a 700 square foot private library. The library features 26-foot-tall ceilings and windows that look out over the city. Set in a cozy alcove, there is a Bosendorfer baby grand piano, a piano that often sells for well above $100,000. But it's not the piano alone that makes this alcove expensive, it's the views, flanked on either side by the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building. Around the 4 bookcases, there is a bronze leaf and vine motif, which was crafted by French sculptor Claude Lalanne. It creates a vineyard chilly aesthetic, which makes the library feel even more luxurious than it already is, as it should, because the bronze sculpture alone is valued at $500,000. But if a library isn't your chosen place to relax after coughing up $50,000 a night, look no further than the Zen Room. What does one put in a Zen Room exactly? Well, if you're the designers of the Ty Warner penthouse suite, you put a floor-to-ceiling wall made out of green bowenite semi-precious granite that was sourced from South Africa. And on top of that granite, you put a waterfall. The waterfall feature endlessly runs, providing you with the soothing sounds of nature as you look over one of the largest cities on Earth. If you're still feeling stressed after the Zen Room, then you can mosey on over to the gym and spa. The gym provides you with state-of-the-art equipment, including a Peloton bike and a treadmill that faces the floor-to-ceiling windows. A little bit better than your local 24-hour fitness, wouldn't you say? On the other side of the gym, you'll find an immaculate spa that overlooks the East River. Bamboo trees set in Bronco planters create a botanical screen that offers you both privacy and the soothing aesthetic that nature always provides. In the spa, you'll find a massage table where you can get massages from El Rafael Spa upon request. There, you'll also find a lush sitting area that looks out the windows, where you can recline in Alto chairs that have been fitted with gold, hand-woven fabric. And when I say gold, I'm not talking the color. Additional rooms include a powder room, which features tiger's eye stone, which spans from the floor to the ceiling, and even covers the entire countertop. In this powder room is where you'll find one of the 4 balconies, in case you need a little escape in the middle of getting ready for the day. The dressing room also provides a place to decompress. There are 2 large wardrobes set in a room surrounded by beige leather panels that cover every inch of the wall and ceiling, and a lovely cowhide area rug warms up the walnut floors below. And then there is the master suite, and my, is it masterful. The bedroom spans 600 square feet and is wrapped in a material unlike any other. The honey-colored artistic walls are composed of handcrafted straw marquetry that were hand-placed to create the opulent design the room boasts. The straw marquetry alone costs approximately $1 million. But how can a single design cost so much? Because straw marquetry includes cutting, soaking, splitting, and ironing hundreds of thousands of pieces of straw and then hand applying them into the desired pattern. There are very few specialists of the rare art form, so surely they're able to charge a pretty high price for their services. I suppose hay isn't for horses after all. But that's not the only choice the designers made in this room. The custom-designed bed features a wraparound canopy, which is woven from 22-karat gold threads and Thai silk. And then there's the king-sized bed itself, which is a Hastings mattress, the most expensive mattress for sale in the world. The mattress was entirely made by hand and takes at least 160 hours to make. Overhead, a diamond-shaped skylight provides you views if you're not quite high enough for your taste. At the foot of the bed, bay windows give you views of the gem of New York City, Central Park. Oh, just imagine waking up to that view in the morning with a cup of coffee in your hand. In the master bathroom, you'll find a stunning display of Chinese onyx, which were all hand-selected in France. There's a chromotherapy infinity soak tub, which features body jets and fiber optic lighting. There's even a steam rain shower, which overlooks the east side. And if you want to get a kick after taking a bath or shower, you can step out onto the glass balcony in your bathrobe, just to say you've done it. Of course, when you pay that much for a room for a single night, you're not just paying for the room itself, you're also paying for the services it comes with. The Ty Warner penthouse offers guests with a private elevator, so you won't have to schmooze with people below your pay grade. You're also provided with a private chauffeur who is available to drive you around the city in a Rolls-Royce as often as you'd like, between 8 a.m. and 11 p.m., which means if you're a late partier like myself, you might have to call yourself an Uber. But I'm sure the dedicated guest relations manager that you're assigned for your stay could help you figure out a ride home after a wild night in the city. So, there you have it, the most expensive hotel room in New York City. Do you think it's worth $50,000 a night? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, and maybe turn on post notifications. As always, I'm Mr. Luxury. Pip pip to doodly-doo.